have very personal connections. Like this writing right here is from a sign that my grandma, it's their shoe fabrication company from Germany. And I have an original picture from the sign itself, and it says shoe fabrication, during is their last name, and Maxuda Haitov, which is where my family comes from. The great art is a balancing act between this idea of very personal connections and broad statements. This is because I do think that this school really promotes that. It doesn't just promote excellence, it doesn't put the pressure of excellence on you, but it does promote hard work, and in turn promotes the excellence that a lot of kids are working towards. Wherever I turn, there's people working hard like me, trying to push the bounds for themselves and for the school.
I chose to give back because people have given so much to me. The reason why I stay in track and basketball is because those coaches have invested so much in me. If it wasn't for being at Pius, I wouldn't have discovered that psychology was my jam, and it wouldn't have gotten me to where I'm at today with graduating with my master's and working at a prestigious institution right now with Playworks, and I want that same impact for the kids that come after me, which is why I stayed. I realized being here is not really just about me, it's about community. And when you care about the community, it has a way of coming back to you. And being here and seeing these kids prosper lights a fire in me that makes me a better person.
My name is Serena Clardie.
And I'm Jeffrey Hook. Our son Max graduated in 2022, and our son Ethan is currently a senior.
Both of our sons have very different personalities, but the fact that both of them, on the one hand, were supported the right way for each of their personalities, and then also driven and challenged for each of their personalities, tells me that there's a breadth of these opportunities, and it's really the exact thing that we're looking at for a school of this size, that there's opportunities they can really reach as high as they want to reach or are willing and capable of reaching, but they have that safety net, that personal safety net.
I'm Vivette Hill-Nwagbaraocha, and I'm the proud mom of 3 Pius XI alum. Vivica, 2014, Vashti, 2015, and Victor, 2017.
I think Pius XI has set my children up for a bright future by being a constant foundation for them. They received an amazing education while they were here. They had a spiritual foundation that they were afforded in a way that sometimes, parents can't do alone, right? It takes a community to be able to do that.
Donor participation is extremely important just because it allowed me to explore what I'm really good at. Yes, I played basketball and I did well, but that wasn't the end for me. Education was had the most impact in my life. It meant everything to have the support from the Raymond's family, because if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be at Pius. It was nice not having my family carry the full load. Able to do so much at Pius, so not only play sports, but join clubs and join the engineering department and be in the band. I just got to be a kid, and I needed that in high school.
I think the scholarships helped our family in a way that I did not expect. And soon after that second one started, it got pretty tight. It was pretty rough in terms of paying for tuition. And so with the scholarship, we were able to not only pay for tuition, but to actively participate. So I think some of the things that we don't always understand is it's more than the tuition, right? It is participating in the games and paying at the door and paying for the experiences that the students have.
I just think the culture here is uniquely integrated and inclusive. I think a lot of people can talk about their schools having diversity, but I just think the way that students actually live here is in a real integrated sort of way where you're really connecting through TAC and things like that. You're connecting with students you wouldn't normally connect with, or people that aren't necessarily interested in the same things, but relationships are really formed across kind of, I think, obvious adolescent lines here, I think differently than in other places.
Though we're not right in the heart of the city, I think we get everyone who's been everywhere in the city, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think that's taught me to really be brave in exploring new avenues, and it's taken me places that I would have never gone.
Pius really values allowing students to explore and try new things, maybe things they haven't had an opportunity to try before. And so I think those kind of opportunities are really, really powerful.
One, the alumni connection, I mean, the scholarships are an element of it, but there's so much of a connection that the kids are exposed to alumni. This school has a connection to the past, and I envision both of our sons continuing to have a relationship with it going forward that I don't feel that I have with my public school. So I think that's a benefit to the school, and I think that's a benefit to them to have that home base and that pride in their community.
I hadn't done a lot of work around philanthropy or wasn't too familiar actually until I came to Pius and saw some of the donors and the named scholarships and things like that. And it actually, if we would ever be in a position, I don't know if that'll be possible, but to be one of those donors, I just thought it was the most gracious, beautiful thing to do at a school like this to make that accessible and more possible for other students.
And the doors
it's a real investment in the community.
Yeah, and the doors that these people are opening for kids that they don't know, I think is really significant. I mean, ultimately it's a heartfelt thank you, but also just a deep level of respect for people who make that commitment to the community and to see the big picture.
And I think we talk about that culture that we love here. Truly, quite literally, it wouldn't exist without those donors.
If there's people that are willing to support you when you're younger, that it all comes around. And it makes my future possible if there's people who are willing to invest in my past. And I mean, all the skills I've developed in the art department or just my character, I would say really made me comfortable in the future. And I don't see it as a scary thing, I see it as something that I really want to jump towards.
With our tradition and with our faith, with the things that are happening in this building, I think we are building strong leadership, and I think our future is bright. I am hopeful. I am confident that these experiences are building the leaders of tomorrow, and that we will be all right.
I think no doubt we're grateful, and I think again, really believing that being really proud of where they're at right now as people and going forward in their lives, but really believing that, I mean, they were great kids to begin with, sure, but I don't know that their path would have been the same had it not started here. And so I think it just provided unique experiences that can't be duplicated everywhere.
I would say thank you for the people who have given their heart and soul to not only my children, but to all of these children, the family of God. I would say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And this is what we do.